5 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
180! 54! Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating?
Here we go.
The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Here we go.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
This is our time, guys. This is our time.
12. Hey, orbit.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
51's the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today.
First carry for James Conner. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. That's caught by Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rudolph. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
It's our field.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Fighting his way through contact. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sonny Michel taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 20. Yard line.
Let's go. At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
18 Gator.
Tighten up. Pull together.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 59 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. All day, punk.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. That goes for a gain of 31.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a give right side. It's Scott, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 14-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Get him! Get him! Hey, check 24! Check 24! Get it!
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Back to throw, Rudolph. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers first down.
Ready up.
Mike 29. Here we go,
Shoot.
On first down, Rudolph. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Cut.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. O.J. Howard, 26 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
29 is Mike 29.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 11 yards there, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Nice, sweetheart. Shit.
Here's Rudolph. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
High 7. Hard. All day, dog. Check 13. Check 13. Look, squeeze. Go. Get it.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. And Boswell's kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, Haywood. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the pass. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You're out. All day. Shift. Watch the shift. Check 3. Down.
3rd and long. It's Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Go. 70, Indy. D, tighten up. Let's go. Be driven.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Ready. 30 base.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots.
Joker. Sponge. No. Watch that. Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rudolph. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
New England with the first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tackle.
11.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Michel. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
12.
And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. 63 yards on the ground. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score
On the set.
55, Mike, 55. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On third down, it's Connor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now it's Rudolph. And this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And it's Michel once again. Fights through, and now a crease. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 83 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field.
Check, 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 check. Smooth. Check. Hey, gun. Right 54. I'm on.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Rudolph. And he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Kill. Check. Check, hot route. Hot.
Watch the edge.
Check 3. Be crib.
Rudolph looking to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. Six guy, check six guy. Let's go.
Here we go on fourth. Rudolph. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for New England. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
21. Right there. Get ready.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Tighten up.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready? 280.
Silver.
Hey. Hey, Mike, keep it high.
Stafford on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, Brown.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Bang. Hey.
Banjo.
Here we go.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Jim. X3, 218, chopper.
On second down, here's Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Easy.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the slant.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Man, I got you. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A big play there for New England. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the carry, this is Scott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Mike 25. Mike 51. Sub.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Now on 2nd and 16, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready. Yellow 20. Check 52 to Mike. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
We're scoreless after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
What's the run? They're running it. Hey. 50-50. Mike 5'9". Check tight end. Check tight.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They will run with Grant.
Go, run.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 20. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Lucky. 59! 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Focus, defense, focus.
0.
57's the mic. Mike 57.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
53, ready.
A toss out to Barkley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
On 1st down, Scott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike 54. Rabbit.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Dancing to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Stephen Weatherly. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike's 5-4.
Check Mike. 54's Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Landry. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
A deep ball for Dotson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You said it. Mike 25. 22. Mike 54. Wait. 54 is Mike.
3rd and long. It's Ryan.
Let's go.
He's got his man, Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
20. Under 10. 10. Check.
Ryan.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Space. Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. No.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Now Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Scott. 20. A big play there for New England. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Royce Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I got it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 22. Hey, 54. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Stafford eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
59. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Kill. Hey, easy. Hurry. 59, Mike. Check. 59. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pay. Exit.
Mike's 5'9". 3 buzz.
On first down, Stafford here. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch the ship. Alert. Watch the ship.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On second and very short, Stafford. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
This is Grant. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Browns.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
My 50. Wild Bill. 57.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Just like that. Out. Hey. Stay at home.
Here's Grant. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. 51.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
59, ready. Mike 25. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Base. Let's go, defense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 52.
Now it's Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for New England. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. With it is Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Barkley. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Mike's 59. It's our time. It's our time. And middle. 31. Mike, check.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
39. Check 9, check 9.
Now Scott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Here's Ryan to throw. He completes it to Boyd. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, white.
From the gun, Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on, fellas.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They do tack on the extra point as well, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A very solid gain of 27.
Check. Hey, Alpha.
1st and 10 at the 54.
Ryan to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Easy.
First down.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, 22. Be afraid of me.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Browns, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for New England, they drop back.